What is up, fight fans? Welcome back to Picking a Fight. I'm Latch, and today we're going to be looking at UFC Fight Night Strickland versus Imavov. We're going to be looking at the co-main event, Dan 50K Ige versus Damon Action Jackson. But before we get started, don't forget to like this video, subscribe if you haven't. We're putting out videos for almost every fight night and pay-per-view. So if you're looking for content like this, go ahead and subscribe so you don't miss out. And yeah, let's hop right into it. So we got number 13 ranked featherweight Dan 50K Ige. He's 15-6. He's 31 years old. He's 5'7" with a 71.5-inch reach. He's coming off a 3-fight losing skid to Mazlar Evloev, Josh Emmett, and Chan Sung Jung. And he's going up against Damon Action Jackson, who's 22-4 with one draw. He's 34 years old. He's 5'11" with a 71-inch reach. And he's currently on a 4-fight win streak over Pat Sabatini, Don Argueta, Carmela Kirk, and Charles Rosa. And Damon Jackson, man, he's been on a surge as of late. You know, he's very unorthodox. He's been on a surge as of late. He's very unorthodox. His striking style is a little weird, but he does tend to blitz into range, and he does that pretty successfully so far against the competition he has gone against. In this fight, he will be bigger. He's standing 5'11" compared to Dan Ige is 5'7". You know, his striking is improving, but it's his grappling that's very dangerous. He has 15 submission wins and is very relentless when it comes to the scrambles and the grappling. Wrestling might fail him against a strong wrestler in Dan Ige, but if he can get the takedown, I think he can hold Ige in very vulnerable positions and look for the takedown all night long. You know, he's an orthodox striker. He has been on a skid lately. He's lost his last 3, but the level of competition he has lost to is way higher than anyone I think Damon Jackson has faced. You know, Evloev, you know, he's up and coming. Josh Emmett, you know, he's about to fight for the interim title. Chan Sung Jung, Korean Zombie, you know, he's been a staple in this division for a very long time. And it's still up there, you know. I do think he still has top skills regardless. I think he has good hands. I think he's very powerful, and he can throw very, very good combinations. His high guard gets penetrated a lot, and he ends up getting hurt a ton. He got hurt in the Josh Emmett fight. And his defense is just overall needs, I think, a little more work. It has to be a lot more active, I think. I do think he has a nice jab, especially for his size. He tends to be the shorter fighters almost all the time, yet he always tends to find his jab. And I think he's going to try to do the same thing here, especially because they share the same reach. You know, Dan Ige, I think the biggest question is his grappling, right? He does have a solid wrestling base. He has gone to it recently. He did have to stop a lot of Evloev's takedowns. Against Josh Emmett, he tried to mix it up. Even against the Korean Zombie, you know, he tried to mix it up. And unfortunately, it didn't go in his favor most of the time, especially against Evloev and the Korean Zombie. But those guys are very, very good grapplers and pretty solid wrestlers as well. He is a black belt in jiu-jitsu, but I think he's going to be at a disadvantage here against someone as dangerous as Damon. But I do think Dan Ige will have the power advantage. I think the biggest question is always when it comes to grappler versus striker is, can he stop the takedowns? And unlike most strikers, Dan Ige does have a background in wrestling, so I think he's going to be looking to that a lot in order to help him stop the takedowns. Because if he gets taken down, I don't think he even needs to get taken down if Damon Jackson takes his back. You know, we've seen Damon Jackson kind of backpack his way to victory before, so I wouldn't be surprised if that happens. It was not a great thing to see Dan Ige get held down by Evloev in his last fight, but I think Evloev is a much stronger and better wrestler than Damon Jackson is. I don't know. You know, Dan Ige will be the shorter fighter. Damon Jackson's always big and strong, so he might be able to get that takedown, but I think Dan Ige is just way too experienced. I think the level of competition he's faced, although he's faltered to them, I think shows a lot that he can hang with the tough guys. And so I think Dan Ige by decision, if Damon Jackson wins, this will be a huge step up for him. You know, he will finally be ranked, and he'll have a really good win against someone like Dan Ige, who's battle tested and has been in the upper echelon of this division. And yeah, but let me know down below what you think. Do you think Damon Jackson's much more threatening on the ground? Do you think maybe it's action time for Damon Jackson? Let me know down below. And yeah, it's going to be a great night of fights. Do not forget to tune in. And I'll see you next week for UFC 283. But until then, take care.